Hi, my name is Bill Hader, and I feel grateful about being Conan O'Brien's friend.
That's so sweet. That's really nice. You just were telling me just before we started rolling. Is it rolling? Recording?
Rolling.
Okay. I don't know the lingo. I'm new in the business.
6
You
years.
said that you heard someone walked up to you, on the street?
Yeah, and so why are you and Conan, would you guys, you're on his podcast, all you guys do is just laugh and giggle. But there's no talking. It's like one guy talks and the other guy's laughing over that guy. And I just wish there was more of a discourse.
Well,
I was like,
I just want to fuck with that guy now. We should just howl the whole time and say nothing.
It's like, it's just so hard to figure that. Yeah, the
Can
people
he get
that
his
always
septum fixed?
Yeah,
That's what I would say to him, first of all.
Yeah. Septum Sam. Yeah, I was the guy. Many women very interested in me. I have a long line of suitors, so to speak. But those are always the people that would come up to you that would have an issue, in New York especially.
Yeah.
They would come up and go, I didn't really like the show. Like no one comes up like, I couldn't believe the show was so bad. Like, it was always like, when I first started SNL, it was always guys walking up and going, they should use you more.
That's nice.
When
That's
it was
a nice thing.
which was very sweet.
That's a
And
nice
I go,
thing.
Lauren, these guys said I should use you more. You went, who? Who are they? No.
Show me what.
Wait, where are they? Oh, God. Shit.
I was just remembering, this is all going to be random thoughts that come into my head because that's what happens when I talk to you. But I was just remembering when I worked at SNL all those years ago, Leslie Nielsen was the guest, and he famously had this. He had this thing made that would make a farting noise. And he went to like a craftsman. Mm-hmm. I mean, this thing was not something he bought in a novelty shop. Mm-hmm. Leslie Nielsen, this was his sense of humor. This thing was beautifully made. It was made of, some sort of teak, some sort of polished wood, and it had brass fittings and everything. And he would make these farting noises. And I remembered, you'd be talking to him like, okay, so anyway, Leslie, the idea of this bit.
Yeah.
And he'd be doing it, and you'd be like, oh, okay. But then he kept doing it to Lorne. And you realize it would nothing. Because of the 50th anniversary, there's all these documentaries now, Lorne. And Lorne always keeps his dignity in any situation. Yeah. And I'll never forget Leslie Nielsen. Lorne would be like, so I think we're going to do... and Leslie Nielsen would always do kind of a take, like to the side, like, who was that? His innocent Leslie Nielsen face take. And you could see that big chunks of Lorne's organs were dying. Like
the fellow Canadian.
Yeah, fellow Canadian. He's hosting the show.
I'm giving you such a solid.
Yeah.
He comes in with this device.
Yeah, he comes in with this device, and it's just Lorne's least favorite kind of comedy. And I was fascinated, and there was nothing Lorne could do.
I was a PA on this. I've talked about it a couple of times. The Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Collateral Damage, and this guy's. Bill Hardy, actually, was his name, and Jason Altieri. They had a fart machine that they're messing with, and they put it on the boom guy, Earl Sampson. They put it on his belt without him knowing it.
Right.
So he was in an elevator with Schwarzenegger, and this Francesca Neri was the actress, and they're having this really intense scene, like, we got to get out of here, and we need it. And it was very
yeah.
And they somehow could do it where it wasn't just like, it was like
realistic.
And so we were all kind of like at the monitor listening. So it's him going, how to do the Vivian. If we can get the antidote, everybody will know that you are going to be all right. And we were like, I can't hear it. Can you hear it? And whatever. And then we knew it was working because then the clapper came in and the guy was laughing. It was shaking. He was like, take three. And then came out. We were like, oh, good. And yeah, this Earl Sampson, the boom guy, was like, where is that coming from? And it was on his belt. I just need you to get out of here.
Does Arnold ever call it out and say what's happening?
No, I think somebody came in and was like, get that off, like took it off his belt and like came over and like, and we all acted like stupid, like, what? Wait, what happened? Who did that? That was 25 years ago. Sorry, Jason, Bill, I just outed you guys. But yeah, we were all like, wait, what's going on? But it was so perfect. It was too big of farts. It wouldn't have worked. It had to be little,
if
subtle.
it had been the Leslie Nielsen type variety, that's too much.
Lauren would have liked this. He would have been like, it's not wet.